Hey guys, it's Jonathan here, and we're here with F1 2016 Last to First challenge around Monza. We'll be driving as Lewis Hamilton against Legend AI. 50% race distance, that means we have 27 laps ahead of us. It's dry out today, light clouds around, and it's pretty cool. 20 degrees Celsius. There you see the track map of Monza. Plenty of high-speed straights, and of course, a lovely chicane to start off the lap. I love chicanes, so this is one of my favorite circuits. And turn 1 and 2, it's just, I don't know, it's like the perfect chicane. It's really tight through there, really narrow, and it's going to be a challenge. So anyways, we know where we're starting, but how about the rest of the grid? Nico Rosberg will be on pole, Kimi Räikkönen in second with Kvyat, impressively enough in third, Massa, Vettel, controversially, Max Verstappen, Bottas, Ricciardo, Sainz, Perez, Magnussen, Button, Ericsson, and Gutierrez. So the rest of the grid nobody really cares about too much anyways. Again, we're starting 22nd, and to make this challenge even more difficult, the first lap, I'm not going to gain any spots. I'm just going to sit back and let them do their thing. So now beginning the formation lap, we've got a long race ahead, quite the challenge as well. Let's get these tires warmed up, trying to make it easier for ourselves, as it is going to be a race that'll be done in the cockpit camera mode. Of course, I'm going to do a little bit of the offset TV, but yeah, it's all going to be in the cockpit. So here we go. I'll see you all when the 5 red lights are on. Alright, here we go, ready for the start of the Italian Grand Prix, and lights out and away we go, slowly. I'll put it to the lane, make sure, because again, I'm not going to pass anybody here on this first lap. Our main goal, of course, is to navigate turn 1 safely. Hopefully there's not a wreck. As the AI, they're going to go side by side through here. They can be kind of unpredictable. So again, just keeping an eye out for what's going to happen. And we don't want to lose the pack, but we're not going to push too hard either. It's kind of like a safety car period as we're getting ready to make an overtake at the start-finish line on Alonso. So Rosberg, of course, with the fastest lap, he leads the first lap, and now we are ready to pounce on the McLaren Honda just ahead of us. Now, as we cross the start-finish line, and here we go, plenty of slipstream, and it really takes effect in the top of 8th gear as Alonso and I both go on an overtake on the Sauber, but it's just me alongside the Sauber as we head into the chicane, leaving the room on the inside, part 2, and there we go. We've got the position as Nasser pretty much cuts across Alonso's nose. Not sure what that was about. Now on the outside of the Manor, way on the outside. There's not much room there as he pinches us to the grass, but we do get the position. So other than that, it was a very standard overtake, and now Grosjean, the Haas driver, just ahead. Not much to really see here as we're not gaining anything on him. Kind of not. Well, yeah, we're just not making any inroads until we get to the tip-top of 8th gear. That's when we start to gain. But brake slow early to slow the car down and make sure we don't run into the back of anybody. And then we go to the inside of not only Grosjean, but Palmer as well. Slow in, fast out. Pretty standard, typical stuff is now Palmer with the slipstream. He's got the advantage, but as soon as we get to the tip-top of 8th gear, as I said before, kind of pull out that advantage. And now side-by-side still with the Renault. Still, but we pinch him. The second part of the chicane, and there we go. We are through into 17th position on only the start of the second lap of us overtaking drivers. And now Wehrlein up ahead, following pretty closely as he's following the rest of the field pretty closely as well. Kind of spread out at the moment though, as he's not sharing that same slipstream that we are. So there we go to the inside. He outbrakes us, but we just kind of take our normal line on the inside. But then we change it up. We go to the inside of Ericsson on exit. We have to slow down to do that, but it's okay because we're on the inside of the Sauber. And the gap to the teammate is 10.9. Now we're going to brake late into turn 1. Maybe a touch too late. As you can see, Perez, we're right up on the Hulkenberg right up on the inside of him. We take the curb. There we go. Wow, he cuts off our nose. Really didn't try to hit him here. And now we're going to go around the outside. Nope, he's not going to leave us the room, unfortunately. And now we're going to have to try and get by him on the inside again. There we go. We're through, pretty much. As, yeah, that was a big mess now, wasn't it? But we get through anyways. Thankfully, no damage. As, damage has set the simulation, so it's very easy to chip off an end plate. And now, just a corner later, we have a yellow flag, and Bottas has blown an engine. So there we have it. Another position, and we're up into 13th after only about 3 laps. Now towards the end of lap 4, pressuring Magnussen. Of course, we've got the advantage significantly so, and then add on to that we've got DRS just about now, and there we go. We should easily make this overtake, and indeed we do. Look how it appears in our mirrors. It's kind of strange. But there we go. We got the position on him. We're now into the 12th position as, wow, what's going on up here? This is crazy as all these cars are trying to navigate turn 1 side by side. And I don't really want to have anything to do with this. Kvyat is out of the race. Alright, so these guys are trying to navigate these corners while yellow flag is out. This is not good. The yellow flag is still out. Gutierrez, slow through there. We're going to get the position. I'm not paying attention to the yellow flag. Yeah, that's an illegal overtake. I was pretty confused at first, but there you have it. We've done ourselves in with that one. And Gutierrez won't pass us. So this is really holding us up there. Now we'll just go right around the outside. So we've given the position back. We'll take it right away again. This is for 10th position, so this will put us into the points. He's still on our outside, though. Still kind of hanging around and cut the corner. No big deal. Kind of take that position firmly at that. And there we go. We're in 10th. And now, about 5 laps later, we finally caught up to Button as he's in 4th. And we're up to 5th, so lots of pit stops have been happening. Now, again, we're in the top half of the points standings, which is pretty nice. Of course, with all the pit stops going on, we might not actually be in 5th. So anyways, pressuring Button. Nice run out of the final, or out of the Lesmo, and now pretty easy here as we activate TRS. He doesn't stand a chance. I mean, we didn't have to work hard there at all. But a slight mistake there, missing the apex and then kind of missing the entire second part of that 3-part chicane. This is going to put Button on our rear wing. I decide I want to drift over to the left-hand side of the track. And there we go. Hope that's a legal move. I hope that doesn't count as 2 moves as we held the inside, or that white line on the right side of the track on exit. But anyways, we blow Button at the water on exit of the Parabolica. And now looking at the tire wear as we come down pit road, matching the pit speed as closely as possible. Pretty straightforward stuff as we come in on the end of lap 12, putting on the soft compound. Pretty straightforward stuff, guys. That's really simple. That's all there is to this, just having a simple race. Of course, we had a couple of moments, but we're not trying to do anything too special. As you see, we lose some spots here. Sainz is going to get us. I think Alonso's down pit road. And Verstappen takes over 9th, and just at the last possible second, he claims 8th, and as we rejoin just behind him. Pretty impressed to see that we're just behind Verstappen. He came in a lot earlier than us, and he's been on this soft compound where we've been on worn mediums. So now heading to Parabolica. Okay, Hulkenberg fixed this problem. Who cares? We're going to the inside of Verstappen, and just about able to hold it there. There we go. He does not get the good run through the corner. And now he is in our mirrors as we have the fresh softs. We should be able to drive away from him from here on out. So here we go to the next few laps, and he is in DRS range. He's got it active, and there he is. Wow, very close. I'm surprised he didn't have a lunge there. I'm sure in real life he probably would have. Slight error again, and now he is all over us. No DRS this time, but the slipstream is going to be overwhelming. There he goes to the left-hand side. We have a look, and you see his wing. We're very close, nearly touching. And, yeah, we can't really pinch any harder than that. He didn't like that, I don't think, as he goes onto the grass. I'm not too sure, to be honest, but, yeah, he's out of the picture now, that's for sure. We didn't make contact, though, so we're in the 7th, safely at that. And now heading on to a little bit earlier in the race, you see lap 16. Kind of the middle part of the race, and there's yellow flag out for a car stopped in the middle of the road. Of all things, right? Yeah, switch to an alternate strategy. Let's take a look. What the heck just happened? So here we go on board Lewis Hamilton. Oh, what? What is he doing? Just sitting there. And here it is, Carlos Sainz. Yeah, now that is one hell of a glitch. And there you go. You just need a little bit more encouragement. So, yeah, we're obviously going to use the flashback there. Always have those on for strange glitches just like that one. And there you go. We're away. No problems this time around. Now lap 21. Pit window just barely open. Coming down pit road to fit onto these super softs as we are just dropped down to third. Raikkonen taking over the position and Vettel passing us while we're on pit road as well. So we're in the fourth position. Button also going to pass us, but he's going to make a stop here shortly as Massa on the medium tires. He's completed his pit strategy. We're going to have to pass him back as now we're exiting pit road. Perez will get by. And Sainz is not far behind, but he's not able to get by, I don't think. We got to make it. There we go. We made it just barely. But now we know who we have to pass. Perez just ahead. We're gaining on him a lot in this latter half of lap 23. We've just put on super soft. We should be gaining quite a few positions here. So the two cars in front are on the medium compound as they've completed their pit strategy, both of them. We're going to pass Perez around the outside, heading into the Parabolica. Again, nothing difficult there, but we overestimate the grip that these super softs provide. It's not going to cost us any positions, but it will cost us some time. Now Massa is the car ahead. 2 laps to go. 3 laps to go, rather. And not a lot of extra fuel here to go around, which means this will be a little bit more difficult than it probably has to be. And speaking of making things more difficult, I don't know if you've noticed, but our engineer has. Let's listen in.
Engine is showing small signs of wear. Power output will be down. The gap to the car ahead is 2.4 seconds.
So there you go. The engineer has taken note. Our engine is not performing like it used to, and we have a gap to close. It's kind of realistic. I mean, we can close that gap, but it's not going to be easy, that's for sure. So you can see the the little dot way out ahead. That is Massa. As we get ready to start the final lap of the Grand Prix, it's gotten bigger, actually a lot bigger. Look at him, he's not that far away. Is he in DRS range? That is the question. It looks like he might be, but we crossed the line. We get an idea of how far away he is, but just not quite at the detection zone. Were we within 1 second? So now starting the final lap, heading into the chicane. We need to nail the chicanes, all the corners. This is where our advantage is. Not really advantageous for us to be on the straights for too long. Right, the tank is empty. We've used about every last drop there is. We're keeping it on standard until the final corner, until we absolutely need it. But you see Mazda again, he just pulled out that gap on the straights. We just really can't compete as the gap is over a second now. Can we get within DRS range? We need DRS. If we can't get DRS, then yeah, we just don't have a chance. But again, we're faster in these corners. Super soft outweighs the worn medium tires, and it looks like we've got DRS this time around, which is great because it's the last chance. We activate it because we did get it. We're just within range of slipstream as well, but I don't think it's going to make enough of an impact. We have to nail Ascari here if we want any chance heading into Parabolica. Maybe we can get him on the exit of the final corner, but it's going to be tough. We didn't really gain that much on him there, but we have the slipstream advantage. And just a drop or 2 extra fuel. Let's go into rich mixture, give it all we have. Leave nothing left in the tank, figuratively and literally. Now come around the final corner, asking as much as we can out of the tires, out of the fuel tank as well, and we just run out. We were never alongside anyways, but wow. Yeah, we can't really complain about that at all. We just had the engine troubles, and it wasn't meant to be at the end. And I'm glad I put it in the rich mixture, use all of that fuel. So, yeah, not too bad. Honestly, really enjoyed that. Of course, the whole fuel at the end and the engine problems just made it a little bit more difficult to get that 4th position. But, yeah, it's alright. 5th place isn't terrible. There you go. Here's the podium celebration. As you can see, Nico Rosberg won the Grand Prix, as you'd expect. And then the 2 Ferraris round out the podium. Excellent job to the both of them. As the Red Bulls were out of the equation. I believe Ricciardo had a 5-second penalty to add on to his time. So he was scored like 12th, and then Verstappen was just barely inside the points the majority of the race. So there you have it. Vettel and Raikkonen celebrating their podium finish. Here's the rest of the standings. Massa nails 4th position, keeping his grid position that he started at. Perez in 6th, Sainz in 7th, Verstappen 8th, Button 9th, and Gutierrez takes the singular point position with Alonso just outside looking in. Anyways, that's it for me. I'll see you all next time, and I'm going to leave you all with some highlights. And until then, have a great day. Peace. I'm out of here.